Yo, shout out to all the anime lovers just like us. How's it been? Welcome back to Anime Max, where we indulge in the most amazing anime theories. Have you guys ever wondered why Oda makes some of his characters so absurdly powerful? Today, we will look at how much of a power spike Luffy got in our recent chapters and how it affects the world around. Also, there is a $1 million question. Where does he stand now? Is he as powerful as the other remaining Yonkou? And how will he fare against some of the strongest being in the One Piece world? Will Luffy be able to hone his skills with his power? And most importantly, will we see another power spike for our favorite rubber boy? Well, to discuss all this, let's hop right in. Luffy originally archives this Gear 5 transformation during his ferocious battle against one of the Yonkou, Kaido. This wasn't their first fight, but it was a simple do-or-die situation this time, so Luffy had to pull out something extraordinary to beat the strongest creature in the world. And our best boy does just that, tapping into some unknown, weird, yet devastatingly strong power. As everyone already knows, Luffy's devil fruit is called Gomu Gomu no Mi, which actually is formerly known as Hito Hito no Mi model, Nika, after the sun god Nika. This devil fruit has something to do with freedom. Its wielder is known as the Warrior of Freedom. The devil fruit gives the one who equips it the property of rubber. The Gear 5, however, seems to skyrocket these abilities, providing a massive boost in agility, strength, and endurance. Plus, that weird smile, I still don't know what's up with that. Another noteworthy info I'd like to present is that Luffy's heartbeat in his awakened form sounds much like the beating of drums in a rhythmic fashion. Hence, it was bestowed upon with the name The Beats of Liberation by Zunisha. We see this broken ability first awakening in the WANO arc, where Luffy takes Kaido on for the final time. And though the fight halts following a cheap shot from the leader of Beast Pirates, that is when Luffy somehow raises anew. We witness his body becoming so flexible that it almost appears cartoonish as mentioned by Kaido. And despite Luffy's already rubberish nature in his Gear 3 and 4 attacks, this awakened state of his takes it to a whole other level. Just as Kaido attempts to bash Luffy's head open with his Hisai Kai, the Straw Hat leader instead wraps around the spikes of the weapon. And when he attempts to flatten Luffy to the ground, the rubber boy quite literally gets, flattened, regaining his original state a while after. Yeah, that's one weird-ass power. Moving on, the rubber properties following his awakening can even extend to the things surrounding Luffy. An instance would be when he makes the castle's roof elastic so that it reflects the fire breath of Kaido's dragon form. Moreover, to negate most of the damage from heavy hits, Luffy makes the surrounding surface elastic so that the impacts don't hit as hard. And as if that wasn't enough, the Straw Hat leader begins to heal wounds exceptionally fast. This property appears involuntary as it activates while our protagonist is unconscious. Geez, is there something this devil fruit type can't do? But as the saying goes, there is a cost for everything. In this case, the awakening took a huge toll on Luffy's body. This ability, for now at least, cannot be used for an extended period and causes Luffy to age visibly. The reason is that the power he's tapped into places a huge strain upon his body, especially the heart. This little inconvenience makes Gear 5 a double-edged sword. It might be powerful, but it practically feeds off of his lifespan. Yo, just curious, would you want such a power? Do let us know in the comments. We saw a showcase of this magnificent power when Luffy bested Kaido and ascended to the title of Yonkou. But is it strong enough to beat all the Yonkou as of yet? We can only speculate, but it isn't. We know that Shanks has much more mastery over the three forms of Haki, and we are yet to come across a man more adept at using these powers. On the other hand, Blackbeard currently has, at the least, 2 devil fruits in his arsenal, both of which are game-changing. Though the 2 of these might be out of bounds for our boy Luffy, he might be on the same level as Big Mom. We know that Big Mom and Kaido are similar in strength because a man such as Kaido would never ally with someone weaker than him. And our Pirate King aspirant defeated Kaido in his duel in Wano, meaning that Luffy and Big Mom will be on the same level of strength at the bare minimum. As far as anyone who isn't a Yonkou, well, they aren't much of a big deal. We witnessed it when Luffy defeated an awakened Rob Lucci with relative ease. There isn't even a comparison between Luffy and normal pirates. Matter of fact, even high-ranking ones. We recently saw a glimpse of the power that the world government leader holds. Its actual leader, Imu, destroyed the whole of Lelouchia Island without budging an inch. Witnessing this feat, it's certain he will be the last and the most powerful antagonist in the One Piece universe. Will Luffy be able to fight and best him in his awakened state? I think most of us digress. There is no way that Luffy could face off against Imu at this point. So will he have to break the limits of even Gear 5 and attain yet another transformation? This is obviously speculation at best, but we also have to consider that Joy Boy was the most powerful man in his era. And in Luffy's case, he hasn't even mastered all his techniques. Having a skill is a blessing, yes, but honing it to perfection is what will make him the Pirate King. And if even then Luffy still can't beat Imu, then I think Oda might resort to the good old death of a friend technique to help provide the necessary motivation to win his fight. But I'm fairly positive that Luffy won't be getting another power-up, or in other words, Gear 6. What do you think? With all that power in his arsenal, one can't help but question where Luffy stands now. Does this change the power rankings of the One Piece universe? Well, let's have a look at the top 5 most powerful personalities in this verse in terms of current power, their importance in the story, and their comparison with Luffy. Alright, Monkey D. Garp is the biological father of Dragon and grandfather to Luffy. He is the Vice Admiral of the Marines, and no, that isn't because of him not being strong enough, it's actually because he chose not to become one for some unknown reason. At his peak, he was set to rival the Pirate King, and they fought many battles, the results of which remain unknown. Now take all that into consideration, and then just know that he doesn't even have a Devil Fruit. This man had such a strong haki that he didn't even require a Devil Fruit to match the strongest pirate of his time. Unfortunately, his peak days are far behind, and day by day he grows even older. Hopefully, his upcoming battle against the Blackbeard pirates lets us witness the true might of this man. Luffy needs no real introduction. We see him improve significantly throughout the story. Currently, having a bounty of 3 billion, Luffy is making his way up the ladder very, very fast. As explained in detail, he has mastered all 3 forms of haki and awakened his Devil Fruit ability. Keep in mind that he won't remain at this exact level for long. At the rate he progresses, Luffy may surpass most of the characters on this list in no time. And then, of course, is the red hair. Shanks is an extremely powerful man, both in his physical prowess and political influence. He hails as one of the current 5 Yonkou. It's reported that Shanks once battled Kaido and came out of it without any visible scars to show. Not only that, he proved to be a great rival for the best swordsman in the world, Mihawk, until that is, he lost one of his arms. Shanks possesses no Devil Fruit abilities, yet remains the strongest, relying on sheer strength. His mastery over all 3 forms of haki is simply astonishing. He is so OP that he stopped the Marineford War by simply arriving. Looking at his future, Shanks still has a massive role to play in the main story, and hence, we will definitely see him getting stronger. Marshall D. Teach is one of the infamous Yonkou and maybe even the strongest. He is currently the only person in One Piece history to control more than 1 Devil Fruit. He gained one by killing his commander and the other by killing Whitebeard. And even before that, Blackbeard hailed such strength that he gave Shanks a scar for life. He, however, shows signs of cowardice sometimes, which might be why we dropped him a rank. His role to play in the upcoming tale is of great importance, hence it's safe to assume there are some more tricks up his sleeve. The head of the government, to whom even the 5 elders bow. He holds information regarding the entire world, and until very recently, he was a complete mystery. It is in chapter 1060 that this great being displays but a fraction of his power, annihilating the entirety of Lelouchia Kingdom off the map. Within mere seconds, 16 massive beams of lightning shower upon the kingdom, wiping it off the map. Furthermore, Imu is witnessed stabbing and tearing apart posters of Straw Hats, hinting that it might just be something personal. There hasn't been a confirmation of his power source, but one thing is for sure, if Luffy wants to stand even the slightest chance of besting this foe, he must far exceed or at least master Gear 5. Whew, hence concludes my rant for today. I hope that this video proved enjoyable and quenched any One Piece thirst that you may have. If you liked it, please like and subscribe to this channel so you never miss any updates. And while you're at it, why not share with your otaku pals? With that said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.